there, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Where's Your Bookmark. Now, the book I'm going to be talking about today is actually one that I mentioned in my recent book haul video. It's one that I've already read, but it absolutely deserves a video of its own. Today I'm going to be talking about 52 Reasons to Hate My Father by Jessica Brody. The premise for this book is actually pretty simple. On her 18th birthday, Lexi is expecting to get a check to her $25 million trust fund. Instead, she gets a list of 52 low-paying jobs that her multimillionaire father expects her to finish before the end of the year. If she doesn't finish, she doesn't get her money. It's a kind of ridiculous premise, I'm going to admit, but in this age of reality TV and a few years ago with Paris Hilton and The Simple Life, it's actually something that I'm surprised hasn't come out sooner. It's kind of a little crazy, it's kind of a little nuts, but Jessica Brody just goes with it, runs with it, and the result is a really fun read. Lexi hasn't exactly been walking a straight and narrow path the last couple of years. She is a party girl, she likes to drink, she likes to have fun, and her only plans for when she gets her money is to travel the globe with her other rich best friends and not really have to worry about working a day in her life, because she never has before. So in addition to having to complete these jobs, there's also status reports she has to do for an intern named Luke, the guy who her father has basically hired to be her babysitter for this whole endeavor. Of course they don't like each other now, but romance is pretty much inevitable in these kinds of situations. And I was actually surprised at how much character growth you really do see from Lexi. She's not that likable because she is pretty snobby, but as you get to know her and as this story unfolds, you get to see it's not for the obvious reasons. And she breaks out of her shell and she lets Luke in, she lets readers in, and it's actually a really cool experience to see. There's actually a passage that it's one of my favorites in the whole story, and it shows Lexi's growth really nicely. You can't idolize my father and hate me in the same sentence. Don't you know how contradictory that is? I am who I am because of my father. He made me this way. Everything you worship about him, his work ethic, his obsession with his job, his detachment from his emotions, I'm a product of all that. Do you really want to know what it's like growing up here? I'll tell you. It was learning to play pool from the butler and soccer from the gardeners and poker from the chauffeur, because there was never anyone else around to entertain you. It was coming home from school and showing your artwork to the maid. It was spending Christmas with the nanny and birthdays with whatever girl was hired to dress up like a Disney princess and knock on your door with an armful of presents. You're not the only one who grew up with a father, you know? But at least you didn't have to spend your life wondering when he would walk through the door and how long he would stay. You didn't have to lie in bed at night counting the number of words he'd said to you on his latest phone call from Japan, and then celebrate quietly to yourself when it was a whopping 3 more minutes than last time. So you can see that Lexi, there's a lot more to her than maybe you initially would think. I loved this book. I loved it so much that I got an autographed copy through a special that was going on a few weeks ago, where if you ordered from this one independent bookstore, you could get it personalized, so I got mine signed, and it also came with a fabulous pair of glasses like the girl is wearing on the cover and like the girl wears in the book trailer. If you haven't seen the book trailer for this book, you need to check it out. It's pretty exceptional. So like the trailer says, being America's favorite heiress is a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. If you're looking for a fun, fast read, 52 Reasons to Hate My Father is absolutely the book for you. Meg Cabot blurbed it. If you love Meg Cabot's books, it has a definitely sort of fun, little snarky kind of feel to it. It's really great. It's a great Saturday afternoon curl up and just have a good time sort of read. Comments are always welcome. Links are down below. And that's it from me for now, Internet. Take care. Bye-bye.